Good morning, everyone. As you all know, today's Tech Talk is a QA session by Nirmala Katupothage. We will be speaking on Postman integration with Newman and Jenkins. So over to Nirmala Katupothage.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Today, actually, we are focusing on how to integrate Postman with Jenkins together with Newman. So, today, first we look at what is continuous integration testing, and how we can achieve this from Postman and Jenkins. And after the presentation, I'll show a demo how you can configure it, and so you can get a better idea how it works. So here is our agenda for today. So first we look at what is continuous testing, then benefits of continuous testing, the CI process workflow, and types of tool available in the market, and why we need to choose Postman. Introduction to Postman collection, what are the ways we can run Postman collection, and why Newman and why Jenkins. And finally, the continuous integration setup, like how we can configure it, and a demo. So after that, if you have any question, you can raise. Continuous testing is not like in traditional method. In these days, we have to every phases we have to do testing. So today's we call it like a shift left method. So in traditional method, we are actually focusing on the right side, and right side mean that's the almost the product is delivered to the production, so it's almost over. So if we try to fix a bug there, it's going to be costly and it will take some time. So nowadays we are focusing on the left side, so we are try to start our testing at the very beginning. So and we have to do it continuously. Okay, let's move to second slide. These are the benefits of continuous testing. So we can find errors at the early stages. So, and we have to do it very often, like every phases, every phases of the project. So it accelerates the testing, so we can parallelly do some testing and performance testing. So we can earn the customer loyalty, like in agile method, we can give a small demo and get the customer feedback at the very early stages, and we can improve the quality. So we can automate our testing, and we can with that we can increase the release rate. So we can reduce the business risks with this method, and we can incorporate DevOps methods into our project as well. So it will improve the communication transparency. So it will the gap between the team members. And there are so much tools available in the market for this continuous integration testing and for the whole CI/CD process. So there are a lot of open source and license available in the market today. So this is the CI process workflow. If I explain, developer might do some changes, then developer pushes changes, then CI system will be notified. Then if it is passes, it will run the unit testing. After that, we can run our automation testing or integration testing, API testing, anything and we can push the result to the CI system. So if you can see in the diagram, it's a cycle. It's a never-ending process. We have to improve this continuous. This is the comparison of API tools available in the market. So you can see in the diagram several tools available in my market like Postman, JMeter, Catalan, and several tools. So if you take JMeter, it's the oldest one, and nowadays Postman is the most popular one. You can see it has a paid and free license, and it supports several platforms, Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. And the main thing is it's very easy to set up, so you don't need any advanced programming language and additional skill to set up it. That's the main advantage. You can, as mentioned in the slide, you can see several advantages of Postman. It's basically we can easily set up, and we can use it for REST API like testing, and it's for the documentation, and we can use mocking servers. You can use monitors. It has a very documentation. I'll show you how it happened in our project, and you can integrate with any integration tools like Jenkins. So it has several advantages. So the main component we are talking about Postman is collection. It's like a folder structure. We can organize requests according to a structure there. Like you can create a collection and you can list down the requests, like what are the pre-request script and what are the our test cases, and all things you can list down and you can manage it properly with the collection. I'll show you in my demo like how we can create a collection and do all that. So if you take collection, there are several ways we can run it. So most of aware that we can run it from the Postman directly. And as shown in the diagram, we can. The first method is we can in GUI we can run it, or else we can run it from cloud with monitors. Today we are focusing on the later part, how we can run it in command line with Newman. Okay, so if you take Newman, it's not automatically installed with Postman. So it's the command line interface for running the collection, and you have to install it manually. It's also developed by Postman team, so you have to separately install it. And the main advantage of Newman is we can use it for continuous integration. This is the steps you have to install it. It's a Node-based product, so you have to first install Node.js. So Node.js comes with this npm package. So this is the command you have to give. So you have to give npm install -g we are using for install it globally, so you can access it anywhere. This is the command to install the Newman. And you can check the version as well, like you can say Newman -v or Newman dash version. So you can check the version, and there are several ways we can run a Postman collection in Newman also. The first method is you can export it as a JSON file. Your collection, you can export it. So as explained in this command, you can say Newman run and your collection name. And other method is you may have any environmental or global variable in your project. So you have to use that you have to export those environment variables, and you can say Newman run and your collection name and -e flag for environment variable and your environmental JSON file, and if you have any global variables, you can use this command -g and your collection name, your global file. And also you can run your collection from URL. You can share your collection through a URL. As seen in this example, you can give the URL, and like in previous, you can give the environment variable is available. After that, we can also generate HTML report. For that, you can install. There are several third-party reports available in the market, so you can install any of the tool. Like you can give, as seen in this example, you can give this command to npm install the report name you are going to use, and then you can run the collection with report. So you have to give this -r flag there. So HTML report will be generated. So let's focus on why we are choosing Jenkins. So as mentioned in the slide, you can see several advantages. It's open source, can easily set up it, and it's Java based one. So basically we can we can schedule jobs very easily with this tool, and like we can integrate Newman together with Jenkins. So I'll show in my demo more details. This is the setup we are going to use today. So basically in real life live project, so developer may take a fork or a copy of the repository from the production environment, and he will going to continue with his development, and he will going to push his changes. So after that, Jenkins will be notified regarding this change. So Jenkins job will run, and if the test cases, all the test cases is passed, we can do the deployment and going forward. Now I'll show my demo. Right, if you take our project, this is our Postman documentation. You can see it's nicely organized. If we take the login, you can see what are the parameters we need to use, the name, password, and we have several options, device type, device token, and you can see nice result, like example response here, and what is the example request we can use like that. If we open Postman, so you will see a screen like this. Okay, and first if you take this new, you have several options. So normally we can create a request, we can create a collection, we can create an environment, and you can have some advanced features like API documentation, mock server, and you can use monitor. And these advanced features may most probably developers will be used, as QA engineers will be mostly focusing on this area. So I'll show you how to create a collection. So I'm taking some dummy example, like I'm trying to fetch employee details from some database. It's like a dummy for demo purposes. I'll say collection name as employee details. So I'm going to create it. So collection has been created. So we can add a request after that. So I would say fetch employee details. So you can give your URL here. So I'm using some dummy one. So if you send it, you can see the response what we get. So we can have some data like employee name and details like this. So today actually I'm going to use our project real APIs we are using our project. So I just create a collection. So I'm using this collection. It has 2 requests as seen. So like this is the first one, admin login. So if you see, I have written some test cases for this request. Like first I'm getting the access token and I'm set it as an environment variable. So after that, and I'm going to, if the access token is found, I'm moving to the next request. That's get available languages. In here, if you send that, wait. I have to select the environment. So you can see some results. So we have 3 languages we are using for translation purposes in our system, like English, Arabic, and French or something. So if you can see, like I have used some parameterization and environmental variables. So if you look at this, I have used several environmental variables, access token, like admin username, password, so on. So in here also I'm trying for some test cases, like I'm checking in header section, I'm getting the server, and after that I'll checking, I'm getting the status code that as 200, that's been a success on. And I'm checking the English language is available in the JSON body response. So those are the 3 test cases. I'll show you how you can manually run it from this collection from Postman first. I'll show you how to actually export this as well first. So if you take the environment variables, you can export as a JSON file from here. Okay. Here you can give the name what do you want. I'm not going to save it. And same way, you can export the collection as well. So you can use the latest collection version, and you can export it as a JSON file. Okay. Now I'm going to run this collection manually. So you can see to request like admin login and get available languages. So you can select the environment here, and you can use the iteration number of iteration you want to run, and you can enter delay period. So collection has been run, so you can run the summary as well. So both request has been passed. So now we look at how we can run this same collection from command line. Okay. So here's the location I have saved my collection. So what I need to do is I need to go to this location, and you can give this command. In here I'm giving Newman run and my collection name and environmental variables, and I'm generating report as well. Okay, and this is after the result. There is a index file will be HTML index file will be generated. I'll show you. Seen in this result, you can see like one iteration is executed, and 2 requests and 2 test script, and we have pre-request script and 4 assertion, right? So this is actually nice report, but like for the project purposes, like for status reporting for client, we can use a nice HTML report. So this is the HTML report it's generated. So you can see nice, it has a nice interface, like you can see all the result, like this is the response you got, and it is fast. No failed test cases, no skip done. So it will give a nice idea, like it's a good, will give a good picture to client as well. So now we'll look at how we can integrate this with Jenkins. So after you have installed Jenkins, it will be hosted on 8080 port locally. So in project, actually we can host it in different servers. So I'm for demo, I have hosted in my local machine. So here you can create a new item, and you can see freestyle project. Sorry, it's already. And here what you can do is you can include that Postman collection like the command we use for in the Newman here, like you in Windows environment, you can use this execute Windows batch command, and you can like you can paste the command here, like first we have to move to our direction where the collection is saved, and you can run it from here. So the command will be executed. Additionally, you can add build triggers, like how it should be happen, like how occasionally the build should be triggered. So, and you can additionally set up emails and this HTML report and all that. So I'll show how we can run it. I'm not going to save this. This is the job I already configured. I'm going to build now. So this is not formatted, so you can click on this link, view as plain text. So you can see the same report we have seen in the command line. It also generated here. See? The same report. Okay, that's it for today our session. So if anyone have question, you can ask. Like
Nirmala, since we have some time, can you show us how we can configure that the report, the HTML report? Sure. If it is not taking more time.
Sorry, in where Jenkins?
No, that when you write command line, so it actually stored in a nice report, right? That you are shown.
Yeah.
So how can we configure that the report?
It's mentioned in the slide. Like you just need to give this command. Okay. So it automatically installs. So just you can run it with this command. That's it. Okay, Lenny.
Okay, thanks. So since this is more relevant to the QA people, so do you have any questions, team?
Okay, all right then. Thank you so much, Nirmala. So for the initiative that you have taken, highly appreciate your participation. Thank you, everyone, for taking part.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nirmala.
Thank you,
Bye.
Nirmala.
Thank
Bye.
you.